Robin Maynard Steele was in her mid-20s. She wanted to do something for charity, didn't know what. Until one day, she visited a small family food shelf.
I thought, well, I'm going to go out and try to see what I can do. So a friend told me about another person that we worked with that had a food shelf in their basement, him and his wife. I thought, all right, that's a piece to my puzzle. So I went there and I saw this food shelf. And they were taking me around. They said, well, you know, when families don't have money for food, they don't have money for birthday gifts.
So began a mission. She started by making birthday baskets and delivering them to the food shelf. What mushroomed was amazing.
The next morning, like 12 hours later, I get a call. The first birthday bag went out. I'm like, no way. She's like, yes. She goes, you're not going to believe it. This mom, she came. She transferred the bus 3 times to get here from Minneapolis. She went to that shelf and there was no boxed cakes. And she was getting visibly upset. And I said, no, don't worry, I got something, hold on. So she brought out my birthday bags and she let her pick one. And the mom started to cry. And she said, I prayed the whole way over here that there'd be something for my child, but I never imagined it'd be something so beautiful. And I was like, I prayed for a way to make a difference, and it was an answer to her prayer, and that was 21 years ago, and now we've helped over 1 million children.
And so was born Cheerful Givers. The concept's simple: provide birthday gifts for kids who don't ordinarily receive them because of financial hardship. The need proved startling.
I had an opportunity, it was a couple years ago, and I volunteered at our local food shelf. And I was there one evening and I was doing intake, and a single dad came in. And the first thing that he told me was the only thing he had at home for his 2 boys were 2 boxes of macaroni and cheese. And then he said, and it's my little boy's birthday today. And I said, well, here at this food shelf, we have birthday gift bags. And I was able to hand him one, and to see his smile, I'll never forget that.
Then they added another component. They created their own elves. They asked for kids with special needs to build and assemble the birthday baskets. And they brought an emotional sense to a group of people who wanted to contribute. This group of kids from North Branch High School is one of 11 special education programs in the Twin Cities area, all partnering with Cheerful Givers. Each one of these groups pack nearly 1,000 birthday bags every single month.
When I was connected with Karen about 6 years ago, the students have come a long way. Some of the students can work over an hour now, and we started out with a couple of minutes, and they'd have to take a break. They're also working on collating, be able to count all 10 items and put them in the bag. They're working on colors, they're working on social skills, working together as a team, all those things that you and I do at the job site. So it's been a wonderful experience for our students and for the school.
Another student who has packed many, many bags is Jordan Halliburton. What do you see when you see he and his colleagues putting these things together?
It gives them the opportunity to give back to the community. And Jordan in particular has been the recipient of other people's thoughtfulness over the years. And Cheerful Givers gives him that opportunity to give back in a meaningful way.
They make 90% of our gift bags, and they're awesome, and they love it. They love helping other people. So we got Cheerful Givers putting those together. The families that are getting the gifts are so happy to get them all the way around. It's a really big network of love and caring for people.
Making the entire concept a 360-degree endeavor. The process begins by identifying the families who need it most. That comes with the help of the food shelves.
The birthday bags get distributed to food shelves and shelters and human service agencies. And what we found is if a family, parents can't afford to buy food for their family, or if they're homeless living in a shelter, they don't have that extra dollar to buy a birthday gift.
It stays anonymous. The whole intent is for the parents to be able to give the gifts. So it is seldom they see the fruits of their labor. That is based on faith.
I never see those smiles. I've never seen one of those gifts be given. But that's part of the unconditional love and unconditional giving, which has been really beautiful. But every once in a while, I was just like, wow, I don't have my own kids. I don't get to see the happiness that these bring. So every once in a while, I, like anybody else, get a little depressed. But so I went to sleep and I had this dream. And I was in this valley, and there was the kind of hills, tall, like mountain kind of things. And it looked like there was streams coming down in all these different directions. And I thought, wonder what's going I'm gonna get flooded out here. But what it was, there was people, streams of people coming down from all these different directions, and they were hugging me, thanking me, and there was moms and dads and children and a mom with a child.
That's why it works, because the people who drive it are driving self-esteem, and they are developing teams, like the special needs component.
They work together. They all want to get involved. And some of his classmates, they have different abilities. They have different ideas of how things would work, but they all get together and they work together to get those bags put together.
Then introduce the larger groups, such as corporate events, where hundreds of people team up to pack thousands of birthday bags at a time.
At Cheerful Givers, we're excited in our 21-year history to hit the 1,000,000th birthday bag this year. And today we're packing 4,000 more. We are calling people to connect up to their local food shelves. And if you feel that there's a need not being served there, and if it's birthday bags or food, we can help you at Cheerful Givers, but we also want people to know that they can interact with their local community to get involved as well.
And what they have discovered is it's greater than they ever thought. And the stories remind them that there is indeed a commitment that is waiting to be filled.
There was a little boy who was at a shelter with his mom, and the woman at the shelter said to the boy, "It looks like today's your birthday." And the little boy said, "Oh no, I don't think so." And he pulled his mom over and said, "Mom, do I have a birthday too?" Well, his 6 years, he had never celebrated a birthday, so of course he thought only other kids get to have birthdays.
Just one person with one idea and a whole lot of motivation to help change her world and keep changing it for the better.
It's just been a beautiful journey. And for me personally, when you step out to help other people, you never know what's going to happen. I mean, this has been my life commitment. And I had no idea 21 years ago that I'd never have my own children. And so now it's like, because I did this and other people helped me, now I have a legacy that it's just unbelievable, like how you get so much back.
Life to the Max is brought to you by Life Touch, photography for a lifetime.